Have you ever found yourself in a place where you're completely lost? Not because you don't have a map, but because you literally can't speak or understand the language around you. It's this incredibly personal challenge, right? It can make you feel like a total outsider. Well, today, we're going to dive right into that feeling and explore how technology is trying to change the whole game.
So to really get a feel for what we're talking about, I want you to just come with me on this little story, just for a second. Imagine this.
All right, you've done it. You've taken this massive leap of faith. You've just arrived somewhere brand new, totally ready to start a new life.
And at first, there's this incredible rush of excitement, you know? Everything is different, the sights, the sounds, the energy. But right underneath all that excitement, there's this other feeling starting to bubble up, a little bit of confusion.
You are surrounded by people. There are conversations happening everywhere, life is buzzing all around you. But it kind of feels like you're watching a movie with the sound off. The signs, the menus, the friendly chatter, it's all just noise.
And that is when it really hits you. The simplest things, stuff you've done a million times without even thinking, are suddenly these huge, impossible challenges. And you just feel kind of helpless.
And just think about how these little things start to pile up. Trying to order lunch becomes a total guessing game. Asking someone for directions is almost pointless because you can't understand what they say back. You want to learn something in a classroom or just jump into a conversation, but you can't. You really start to feel like you're on the outside looking in.
You see, these aren't just minor inconveniences. They start to mess with your head. That confidence you had when you arrived, it starts to chip away. And instead, you're just left feeling nervous and uncertain all the time.
And this quote, man, this just nails it. This is the real heart of the matter. It's not just about getting things done. It's about this incredibly deep human feeling of being completely and utterly alone. Now, this whole story, it points to something I think we've all felt at some point in our lives, that frustration of just not being understood. It's like there's this invisible wall that pops up between you and the rest of the world.
No, really, just pause for a second and think about it. Imagine having so much you want to say, but you can't. To feel like you have a voice, but nobody can actually hear you. What would that feel like, day after day?
Okay, so we've painted a pretty clear picture of the problem, this massive wall of misunderstanding. But now, let's switch gears. What if there was a tool, something powerful enough to start knocking that wall down, brick by brick? This is the big question, isn't it? This is where we shift from the problem to a really exciting potential solution. How could something like AI actually help us bridge this very, very human gap?
So let's pull back the curtain and see how this stuff actually works. I promise, it's not magic, but honestly, it's pretty darn close. We're literally talking about building a bridge out of technology.
So the secret sauce here is something called Neural Machine Translation, or NMT. Now, you might remember old translation apps that just swapped words one for one, and the results were always super clunky and weird. Well, NMT is totally different. It's way smarter. It looks at the entire sentence to figure out the context and the real meaning. It's less like a dictionary and more like a fluent speaker.
And the way it works is so simple, it's beautiful. First, you just talk or type like you normally would. Then, the AI brain, that NMT model, does all the heavy lifting. It figures out not just the words you used, but what you actually meant by them. And then boom, almost instantly, it spits out a translation that sounds natural and accurate.
And the ripple effect of this is just massive. We're talking about having actual, real-time conversations. Suddenly, all that information on signs or websites is unlocked. You can build deeper connections with people, and it even boosts your confidence and safety. It's all about connection.
I mean, just look at this comparison. It shows the change perfectly. On one side, you've got that world of guessing, of feeling lost and isolated. And on the other, with AI, you have understanding, confidence, and real participation. All those daily struggles we talked about, they just start to dissolve.
So what does this all add up to? What's the big picture for our future? This isn't just about a neat new app on your phone. This could be a fundamental change in how we all communicate and connect as a global community.
I absolutely love this quote. It just sums everything up, doesn't it? The real point of all this technology isn't just to swap words around. It's about something much bigger. It's about connecting worlds, connecting cultures, and connecting people.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a future where language is no longer a barrier, what amazing things do we stand to gain? But also, is there a chance that by making everything so easy to understand, we might lose some of the unique character and nuance that makes our languages so special in the first place? It's definitely something to think about.